Right, I have been determined to use these noodles. Big investment. I did mention that previously on an Instagram video, so I did a crazy investment and bought 30 of these for juniors really, and it didn't quite work. So, but so I'm stuck with 30 of these bad boys, but still determined to use them. And this has come very handy for our short game. So, welcome to My Gaming Golf. The video today is about getting our almost fell over there. So about getting our strike on that short game shot. So in the winter, when the fairways are a bit wet, it's very difficult to get that nip at that strike. So that getting that contact, the correct contact with the ball, is extremely important. So we're concentrating on that today. So the main bit there that can go wrong initially is that if you say we're playing a stock shot here, nothing too fancy, and we're like 30 yards away from the green, so nothing too crazy. So number one is to get the ball position. So so the ball's in the middle. So the middle of your stance, and you've got the hands in line with the inside of your left thigh. Slight flex of the front leg, so then there's a slight tilt towards the target. And then just open up the chest a little bit, so that will put the strike point past the ball. So to do that, you can just open your feet, which basically is aiming to the left a little bit. So you've got that strike point, so it's past the ball with the chest just slightly in front. You've got the tilt. Just maintain that position all the way through. So if you maintain that position all the way through, you'll get a nice angle of attack down on the ball, and it should just pop up nicely up in the air. The bit that can really kill it if the arms don't follow the shoulders. So this is hence the noodle. So this is going to show that point quite nicely, I feel. So most of the time, the main weakness that we can have is that the shoulders will be overactive and they will rotate through. So they're going to turn through the shot. So ideally there would be some bottom half movement involved, but that's not so easy to achieve. So the main bit you don't want is that to lose the radius. So if you're doing a long stretch out takeaway and then coming through and the arms are tucked in on the way through, then you've changed the radius. So that will give you then an inconsistency in the strike. So as long as we've got our arms tucked in, so it's like a T-Rex, impression of a T-Rex dinosaur, the one with the old small arms there. So the underside of the arms, the triceps are tucked round the rib cage. So as long as they stay connected, then we shouldn't have a problem, and we've got that tilt towards the target. So we need to follow the noodle, so let it swing round and follow the noodle. The bit that causes the problems is when you swing through and you push it towards the target. So then you can see the club head coming away from the noodle there. That presents the heel to the ball, the leading edge, and then you can start shanking it and hit all sorts of miss hits. So allow that club to come around the corner. As long as you're not closing the club face, as you can see on the way through, it shouldn't go left. So as long as you're naturally allowing the body to close the club face as you come through, it will stay fairly open as it comes through, which will then send it to the target. So as long as you're not crossing the arms over to go through, it won't go left. Even if you do, it won't be a major disaster. It will be easily struck, it will just go left. But the bit to avoid is that push. Don't want to be pushing it towards that target and that club face coming away from the shoulders. Then you're in trouble. So as long as you've got the ball position correct, you've got your tilt forward, then it should be fine. So you're just allowing it to follow the shoulders. So when you allow it to follow the shoulders, you'll get a nice strike. It will pop up and it will just be a lot more consistent, so no pushing to that target. Any questions or comments, please give us do it below, give us a good thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon.